What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 22 of Rime the Frostmaiden with the Raging Rolls. It is a great day for D&D, and it is a great day for a giveaway to celebrate 4 years of Raging Rolls being the Raging Rolls and streaming to you.
Hey, Rages.
It's pretty awesome.
What a time.
Pretty awesome to
We
be
all have
racing with you
COVID
folks.
to thank for that.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, we wouldn't be coming to you like this in this medium without our friend COVID. And being able to give you the chance to win Vecna, Eve of Ruin. If you haven't heard about this before, it is an adventure for levels 10 to 20 that lets you traverse the multiverse in a romp to stomp Vecna. Travel to things like the Shadowfell, Eberron? Yes.
Yep.
Dragonlance, Avernus, and more as your party races against time to stop Vecna. Encounter loads of D&D's most formidable villains, including Strahd, Lord Soth, Akarak, and more.
Strahd's a doodle. I don't like that guy.
He really is a doodle.
Hey, Jez,
Especially how Cat runs it.
Yes.
It's brutal.
are Bremen's Fist eligible to play that? What level are we now?
3.
Dude,
10.
Because you are so stingy with the levels.
I'm not stingy with the levels.
we're
To be fair, what have we
bad at
done?
doing things.
We went fishing.
It's a long game.
Dan keeps re-rolling
Come
characters.
back.
We gotta wait for Dan's characters to catch up.
Hang on.
Come back.
Let me
Come
start.
back for our 5th anniversary stream when we're actually eligible to play this thing.
Let me start. Let's start the giveaway. So the way this is going to work, we're going to start the giveaway now. Enter exclamation giveaway to enter the raffle. It is open to followers of Raging Rolls, and if you are one of our fantastic subscribers, you will get an extra bonus entry into that draw. We will then draw the winner of this raffle at the conclusion of our stream tonight.
To be clear,
hell
drawing the winner means that you win the prize and Greykov will draw a picture of you.
That is the prize.
Yeah.
And because this is currently pre-order only, we will be get in contact with you, and we will get some details and basically put in a pre-order for you on your behalf. So you will get yourself a copy of a digital copy of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, as well as the physical copy issued and delivered to your door the moment it becomes available.
Big deal.
With the amount of shipping delays and issues with getting books into local game stores, that's not a bad thing. So you might get your hands on this red hot item much sooner than others. We shall see.
Dan's just using it to collect your personal home addresses and sit outside your bedroom window.
Nah, it's just dick nipples.
I have no life. I just
Complimentary dick
go
nipples.
complimentary details to all entrance to the giveaway.
Now, you guys were asking, having a cry actually about, we're only level 3, why are we only level 3? And it's been 21 sessions. Well, let's just not have a look. I'm looking at my calendar of events here, and
Look at all the shit you didn't do.
so you guys started this adventure on the 13th of the Fading, the month called the Fading, right? It is currently the 22nd. So it's been a red hot 9 days.
So much has happened.
Continue.
I'm up to my 3rd character, so once it gets to 12 days, I'll be on my 4th character.
3
On
characters
the
in 9
12th
days.
day of
Oh,
Christmas.
speaking of characters, I killed Penny's character today.
Oh,
Oh,
how
no.
dare
You
you!
got mummy rot and failed the Constitution save. She was at -4, failed the con save, and you can't heal anything.
Ouch.
So she died.
That-
She took the death.
That's alright. I killed
Alright.
That's a life
For a
lesson.
year and a half.
I killed my now wife's
That's what I've
first
been
ever
derping.
D&D character. It's not fun.
That's how
I'm sure
relationships
she
are
still loves
forged.
you. Exactly.
It's like Dan's on his 3rd or 4th wife.
She's at the top of us.
Oh my god, devastating. All right, well, let's get into it, shall we? Our episode 22, Dan's 3rd character, let's roll some intros and play some fucking D&D.
Woo!
We're not good guys.
What is that example?
Level 5! Level 5!
Mean something.
That was really fun. My first character in this stream series was a cleric, and he was a very fun character to play. But these ones
You need to
are
play a
more-
bard.
You don't want me to play a bard. If I play a bard, it's gonna end up very inappropriate for children.
It's already
Not to say that I'm
inappropriate.
not.
It's,
Yeah.
it's already there. Oh, man. All right. We dive in. So, a quick recap, because it's been 2 weeks. In recent times, you guys have arrived in Termaline, met with Speaker Oris Masstew, and taken up his quests to go and rid the gem mine of nasty kobolds. Diving into the gem mine, you found a bunch of kobolds and more. Cleared out all the critters, found a few cheeky gems that you kept for yourselves, and then essentially in an attempt to get more gems out of the walls, pretty much caused an earthquake and the place is in ruins. But you did manage to get out just in time.
Not my problem.
Oh,
there was also that psionic mind flayer thing. That's probably cursed.
Oh, no.
Psionic? Oh yeah, you did find
Was it
a
crystal?
psi crystal in the gem mines, which is now in possession of Sly. Returning back
And
to
we use it for good.
the east side in Termaline. That night, you were kind of spotted whilst watching some creepy dudes sort of watching you. First thing in the morning, you're greeted by Pops, who is Greykov's past enemy, I suppose, of
Colleague.
recent times. Yeah, colleague and enemy. Looking for aid. She warned you of this group called the Raven Mark Vindicators, who were hot on your heels. You all managed to, or decided to take off in a very Harry Potter style escapade where you had games of each other. But through a series of very, very poor saves, tripped on just about every branch and rock you could find, and a fight broke out. You managed to take down these pursuers, found a nice big wide brim hat. Greykov found some notage, and returning to Termaline Inn again with Pops and Tali in tow. You were then greeted by Speaker Masstew, who wanted to talk to you about your job in completing clearing out the gem mine of the kobolds, pay you your sum of money. You negotiated him up beyond what he was ready to pay. At which point you tried to squeeze more out of him, but he wasn't willing to budge. He quickly left the inn and headed back to his residence. At that point, you all had a bit of a conversation about, oh, what do we want to do next? Do we want to chase down this Lonely Wood White Moose thread? Or is there more to this speaker than meets the eye? You decided eventually to have a long rest through the middle of the day, as bright as dark days are in Icewind Dale. and you now find yourselves being woken at 8:30 p.m. Knocks on the door in the East Side Inn. You're woken by Marta, who walks around your cabin, your room, sort of knocking on the door, saying, "You asked to be woken at this time? Knock, knock. I'll put a pot of tea on."
Who's there?
Good coffee.
Cool.
Making your way.
Head downstairs.
I have to have a conversation
The
with
pocket
Greg,
bacon.
actually, because I don't think I did it last week, and I need to do it before we like go on. But it's like a in confidence kind of conversation. Because you were sleeping under my bed again.
Oh, cool.
So like,
Hawkins.
as the knocks kind of come around, I like stick my head like down under the bed, so he's sort of looking at my face like upside down, and I'd be like, "I've decided that there's some disclosures that need to be made. Those people that were after you, those vindicators, they were not just after you, they're after me too."
Really?
Yes.
This is unexpected.
Well, you know, I'm not just a pretty face. All people are capable of doing things that others might not necessarily appreciate.
It's quite a coincidence.
Yes, I'm surprised that they're targeting it's the same people. Like, I don't know whether there's like one assassination organization that runs about the place or whether there's more, but
Did they have a picture of you?
no. Just yours.
Or how do they know what you look like?
I take out that little scrap of paper that I ripped off last time. And I say, I don't know. Maybe they're just looking for me. Maybe they don't know what I look like, but they know my name.
Do you think they will be coming after us again with a renewed pep in their step?
Well, these guys, I think, were after you primarily, and I was appointed, if it is convenient to do so, then keep an eye out for this person. So, most assuredly. But I'd prefer a present. Let me just keep this between you and I.
Sure.
All right, that was all. Business returned.
As Sly walks past their room, they just hear in their head that exact sound.
Lovely chime.
No, they just hear, guys, wake up! What are we doing? What are we doing? As I
I
walk
need to
downstairs.
find out how we counteract that kind of nonsense. That needs to focus.
Can you make a kind of beanie out of some kind of thin metal?
Oh, but perhaps.
That stops you them reading your thoughts.
Yes, no, I think that's probably yes, and in a sort of like a
Conjurers.
yeah. I think it would work best.
You
if
could
it was,
always
Hey,
you could always stick Sly's head in tinfoil. Just the head.
that could work. Actually, does my the new crystal thing that gives me telepathic powers? Can I just read people's minds, or can I only communicate with them?
You can only communicate with them. You can't read their minds, no.
Okay. Oh, so I'm not like Professor X.
You are not Professor X.
Okay. Probably a good thing. All right.
So you may-
I'll get downstairs.
Yeah, you all make your way eventually after getting your gear and everything back on comfortably. Down to, the main common area. A couple of cups of nice hot tea or coffee await for you. And Marta is looking, she kind of looks a little bit uncomfortable serving this to you.
I grab a bottle of whiskey and I pour it into my coffee to have a Targos coffee, because Ireland isn't a thing, so I can't say Irish coffee. What's up, Marta?
Well, nothing really. I just, I kind of couldn't help but overhear last night or yesterday morning when Yes, what day is it? This morning, when you were speaking, you said you were going to go in and investigate our town speaker. I hope, but by now you've had a rest and thought better of it, and just leave him alone. We don't need any trouble.
No, it's more to make sure that he won't be trouble to the town.
Are you being oppressed?
No,
Did he tell you not to say this?
no. He's been nothing but kind to us.
What do you know?
What do I know about what?
Well, you're asking us to not.
He's just, I don't see any reason why they would go and investigate anything about him or cause such a fuss about this person that's tried to do nothing but his best.
Oh, well, he is a liar. So, there's a start.
I don't believe it.
Okay, the cloaker. Miss, is that a kobold?
I don't think so.
And he got very shifty. I mean, the amount of gems and things that we saw down there would be more than enough to have Termaline be a much more flourishing town than it currently is. And when we asked him about it, he got a little squirrely. We just want to make sure that everything's on the up and up before we move on.
It could be that he's doing something wrong and he's being squeezed.
I think
And if he's in trouble, he might need help.
He probably can't ask for help. But he needs.
Just be careful. Our towns are fragile enough as it is right now with the never-ending winter. We kind of rely on each other a lot here.
Indeed.
She backs away and takes herself off to the kitchen to start to prepare her dinner for herself. What do you do?
Sorry. We've lost Dan. Is Dan still there?
Dan has disappeared off the face of my stream.
Okay. Well, it's not.
Sometimes we like to
not just
check
us.
because sometimes the people will drop it. They'll still be there.
Yeah.
Natural 20 on this stealth roll.
It is
Or
nearly
nat 1 on the connectivity.
Could be that. Here he is.
Okay. My internet just
Nat 1 on connectivity. Confirmed.
So, with Marta back in the kitchen, she's preparing some dinner. What would you like to do?
Should we talk to Marta, make sure she's not going to run off and alert anyone to our potential plans?
Should we hold prisoner to make sure?
He's gone again.
Oh, Nick.
Didn't like that idea.
We're having some connectivity issues here, folks. Or one of us are.
I think if it's just looking and not directly harming, like if it's made out that we're responsible, I think she'll absolutely turn on us. But we've also done a good thing for their town too. So I think unless we overtly are trying to slaughter him and his head turns up in a pike, I think we'll be fine.
All right. Well, are we going to go both places, like one after the other, or are we going to split up and go one group of us go check out the office and the other group check out his home? Because one of those carries more risk than the other, potentially.
Well, I think, what we first thought his office was probably a good place to look for some evidence of, I don't know, if he was being forced to pay
think-
gems? to
Yes, if there's
places?
going to be business dealings or whatever, it will be in his office. If he's being like personally extorted, it will be in his home. I don't believe that it's like a pressing matter, but it's something that I want to investigate. So if it's just like Greykov and I slip away, we do this thing while you continue doing whatever it is that we needed to do, and then we meet up, that's fine, and then we can go back, deal with it again later if necessary, if any other reasoning or whatever comes to mind.
How
Thoughts?
likely secure is the speaker's office likely to be?
Well, it's a poor town, and he is not particularly outwardly violent, so I would suggest not particularly. I don't know, that's why we bring a rogue.
Well, I would actually say that if I was a criminal organization extorting a town that had lots of gems, I would probably want their security to be pretty good.
Has Pop seen anything? Is Pop still there?
Yeah, she's still with you guys.
What do you know of this place?
I've never been here before.
Yeah, but just because you've never been here before doesn't mean you know nothing. You're a
I've,
I'm sure you know a lot about a lot of things.
make a persuasion check.
Oh God, with my -1, sure.
I'll give her a D4 with my guidance.
Persuasion. Oh, yeah, I got a +1 total. Hell yeah. 1d4.
Nice. We got rolling.
Let's
Oh,
Rolling.
it's almost a 19, but it's an 8.
She says, "Look, I know that they just shipbuilders and scrimshanders in this place. As for this mass stew, I mean, it's no secret that he's the adopted son of the previous speaker.
Oh, really? A little bit of nepotism always goes down well.
Well,
You know what
maybe.
circumstances he came to power? Was he voted in? Did he like inherit? What's the go? Jared, I need a pen. Give. Oh, I've got his
Here you go. Here's a pen.
It was like Icewind Dale's a pretty tight-knit place. It's pretty small and word travels pretty quickly.
But there's so many secrets that haven't been uncovered that have been kept by others. Like townships. I hardly believe that that's the case.
Well, you're asking me about the speaker here, and all I can tell you is that he was elected. As far as the news has reached my ear, he was elected into office.
Very well.
It was a close call. There were some other pretty close runners in that election, but I believe he was voted in.
Interesting.
Do you know who the main contender was? If not, like, I can ask Nada.
Do I know who the main contender was? Yes. Does Pops know? No. I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to all that gossip. Keep your ears to the ground, but only for stuff of interest. That is not of interest to me.
Very well. Now, before we go on too much further, speaking that Pop is still here, are you staying? Are you leaving? What is it that you are doing?
With you or in this place?
Well, with us, obviously.
Now that those three have been dealt with, I feel like I'm safer on my own. Less of a attention magnet,
Well,
as you all
my
seem
thought
to be.
that matter is that the people that are after you are also after Greykov, and you by yourself are not going to be able to fight them off nearly so well. And I do also think you are a woman of particular capabilities who would be useful. And a mutual beneficial relationship could potentially be struck in that, we save your bacon when the time is needed, and you provide us your particular expertise on rogue-related matters, as long as you can stand this guy being in your presence, which I understand is undoubtedly hard, given that he can be quite abrasive.
He gives Greykov a fealty like I still hate you kind of look.
He grows on you like a wart.
Oh, that's fair.
You freeze him off every now and then?
I do, yes.
Yeah,
He
fair.
keeps coming back, though.
Yeah.
Gradually, you endear yourself to me.
But actually, there will be a day when when I don't come back. But
But
Well,
I like you. How dare you say such things?
Perhaps, perhaps I stick with you for just a little while until things cool down. Might find my way up to Ravel's End and catch a ship back south, back to Luskin after that.
But to my fellow party members, I'm thinking that it makes sense to have a useful NPC around who might potentially know things.
Fellow party members are nodding.
Sly is sipping her Targo's coffee and stuffing her face with pocket bacon. And she's like, Oh, also, Beatrice, before I forget, reaching my coat and I pull out this big hat that I took off one of the NPCs that we killed. And I'm like, I think this would look really good on you. And I put the big hat on Beatrice.
I feel
Like
like
that really big
the
Stetson
brim-
hat.
my imagination, like the brim of it came out to like here. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
it's like Carmen San Diego.
Oh.
yeah. Carmen San Diego hat.
Yeah.
Put it on
I haven't
Beatrice.
known
Like,
Beatrice with a common San Diego hat yet.
Well, like now, bro.
Where in the world is Beatrice San Diego?
I have needs. Mighty needs.
After you put the hat on her head,
yeah.
Talia walks past behind you, Beatrice, and just sort of runs her hand, or tip of her finger along the back of your hat, and goes and sits down around a chair at the table.
Oh,
Oh, the Grell bouquet! It did come. It did. I just sort of like don't smile, but sort of just like slightly flush.
She sits there and just looks at you, just says, "Nice hat," and that's all.
Okay, so we're going to go to the office first, search around there, and then we'll head on to the speaker's house. Now, the speaker's house is probably going to be the place is probably going to be the most troublesome, considering that the speaker's probably going to be asleep there.
Once we leave this
I don't
place,
know.
we come back. What's our current quest line? What are we doing? I know
Well,
we
our
came
current
here.
quest line is to not burn down this town like you did Targos.
You don't know that.
From what I understand, Targos happened because
Let's go back to the replay.
Yeah, but she wasn't there.
The way I see
yeah,
it,
but you
it
told me
burned
about
itself down.
It did have it coming. It's true.
Right, but I mean, it's clear that the speaker is potentially under duress. So burning down the town won't really give any message except for all the people who live here.
Theo was burning down the town. Jesus Christ.
I see the spark in your eye continuously. You look at the
It's
fire for
sparking
too
now.
long. It's too long.
As
When
I
you look at the
at
fire,
you.
it's
Marty comes out with a tray of food and kind of huddles off back down into where the rooms are. Doesn't say anything, just takes a tray of food with 2 plates on it.
He says that for some kind of reason. What's down there? Who else
Just
is
the
here?
scene, just setting the scene.
You're suspicious.
things are happening whilst you're
Yeah.
chatting.
Every time somebody walks past, Tolman just hands him a carrot, just opposite. No one sees me.
Right,
taking-
well, I've got my pass without a trace. I've got my blessing of the trickster. I've got all my spells and everything are all prepared. I'm happy to head out and do what we need to do. Are we doing? Is it just Grey Cobb that's going in, being the sneaky sneak?
I'm gonna go with him just in case, because I'm gonna cast Spider Climb on him. Oh no, my chocolate!
Oh.
Oh god!
oh god. If I'm
Where did you get chocolate from? We're in the upper the 10 towns. Chocolate's so hard to come by.
if we look out the window and you look at the NPCs about, do they have like exclamation marks above their heads? I'm kidding. They changed it.
So make a perception check of like 30.
Well, we're
Do you guys,
after a-
if you,
And
sorry,
that's my goal, only word.
if you guys want me to try and recap the different quest hooks that are in front of
Yes,
you,
please.
well, so far you want to try and investigate this speaker. That's your own quest. Tali wants you to take it to Lonely Wood to track down this killer white moose. There is rumor of a killer on the loose that a dwarf woman was talking to Tolbin about a while ago.
That was in
that
a different town, though, wasn't it?
That was in a different town.
Oh, Yomanatok? Is that
There
quest?
is a Yomanatok, this Goliath werebear. There is this adventurers that had left town. Sorry, looking for a Yomanatok. You're right. And then all the other shit with your backstories you're trying to resolve.
Well, I think the moose, the Tali moose thing.
Yeah, she does persistently.
Like, we should probably get her to where she's supposed to be going. It'll be
Yeah,
sad to see her go, but
She pipes up. Does that mean we're off to Lonelywood?
We're off to see the museum.
Right.
I suggest.
Okay, so we go on Moose, and then we're coming back and investigating shit.
I don't know. Should we investigate things now and then go for moose?
No, it's 8:30 at night. We went to sleep for purposefully so that we could do shit at nighttime.
We're going to go and investigate and see if there's any suspicions, and if there's not, we'll move the fuck along. Sound good? Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, we have a plan.
Let's go.
Right.
Okay, so you're heading. Sorry, you tell me. Are you guys splitting up and going to where?
I need to know what my spells should are.
To the speaker.
Ah.
Speaker's office.
I had changed my spell.
Hey, Beatrice,
Yes.
do you have either of the spells? I'm not sure what you call them in your high wizardly Ponzi shit. But do you have like
shit.
learned stuff like did you have like either the thing that can enhance one's abilities or things that can make one more subtle as they move about an area?
Ponzi shit.
It's how it was described to me. More schooled. Well, no, because I can do some of the things that you can't do, and you can do some of the things that I can't do. More schooled.
Yes,
Let's just say more
So
schooled.
what do I call yours? Peasantry shit? Is that what we're...
No. More. I'd say religious doctrine-y shit.
So zealotous.
No, not zealotry.
I'm sorry. I thought we were being offensive intentionally.
Oh no. That's just how I could come across.
To be honest, I'd have to have a look. A little bit late now. I changed them in my D&D Beyond because I've given you rope trick, spider climb. I've got alter self. I could just make you look like him, and you could. Oh no, that's alter self. That's me. I could make me look like him and just walk right in.
Yeah.
I just don't have keys.
Oh, I forgot my keys.
Yeah. Okay. How do I have can't think.
I mean, because I can only do one of the two things. I can make us all very unnoticeable, or I can make Greykov or yourself, Beatrice, a little bit sneakier, or I can buff Greykov on his checking.
You know what? I have an idea. Why don't I make me look like the speaker, and then I just bring you with me, and we're having a meeting.
Yeah.
And we're just going into the office to conduct some late night emergency town business stuff.
I could
So,
then
yeah.
buff.
Bly, you were saying something about making something better that I do, because I could use with making things better that I do.
Well, I've got well if Beatrice changes who she like what she looks like and stuff, and like I know like Beatrice, don't get me wrong, you're beautiful and stuff, but you have a shit ton at talking. I can help with that, or I can help Greykov when he's in there be a little bit more dexterous, and all things dexterity based.
I am usually good at getting in, or often good at getting in. Sometimes not very good, but when I get in, I'm not very good at looking for things because I'm a bit stupid.
Okay. So I need a bit of a boost to, looking for stuff or investigating your things. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I can do Fox's cunning or Owl's wisdom. So one's for intelligence, one's for wisdom.
Cunning.
Intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. And I wait until we get there, and we can just hang out at the front, and we can distract if anyone comes along. If not, we can pretend we're playing a game. We can play 3-way tic-tac-toe.
Should we tell her the secret word? The secret word before when things are going bad?
Oh, pineapple.
No, now she knows. Yes.
Oh.
Jorgen jumps
Pineapple.
up,
Yeah.
screaming his axe. Pineapple.
Yeah. I mean, that works out well because then I can also, because if you guys are close by and we're like outside of the office sort of thing, I have the crystal that gives me the mind powers so I can talk in all your brains, and I say that last part in everyone's brain. And we can keep in contact.
I think it's a bit of a tradition that it is yelled and in a manic display of panic and to really get the blood going.
Or at least that's how my kids do it.
Beatrice, not Beatrice, sorry, Sly's face has a look of, how are these fucks still alive? That's
Fair. Fair.
Yelling also has a way of waking everyone up that's asleep and drawing attention, and the city guard and all of that stuff too.
Okay.
Is it 3 a.m. zoomies?
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. And then just before we get there, I will cast Fox's Cunning on Greykov to give him advantage on any intelligence checks.
So I'll give you this, Sly. Actually, Sly, give me a history check.
First roll on the streamiversary.
Do it.
Wah,
That's wrong.
wah.
Second roll, because Beatrice rolled
Beatrice-
as well.
B rolled before.
First.
Nat
Yes.
1. That does
Second
sum
roll.
up.
Yeah, I rolled a
That
3.
one.
It was great. Really.
So that was to see if you could actually remember where the speaker does his business.
Well, I know where I do our business. So.
But I would assume it would be around where we met the speaker the first time.
Well, you can go back to there if you want. That's fine. If that's where you would assume to go, then you head back that direction.
Or I can just wander off into this and say, no, it's definitely this way.
It's okay. I'd forgotten you met him at the front of the tavern. So you make your way down to the docks, to the dockside, to the Blue Clam Tavern. It's fairly busy, like the light is flickering out through the windows from the fires inside. The sounds of laughter and clanking of glasses and things is hitting your ears. As you open the door, like the warmth hits you straight away. And you get a whole lot of people sort of turn in your direction to sort of see who are these new people who have come in. The conversations in the tavern dies down for a second before everyone turns and goes back about their business, and their conversations pick back up again as you enter that tavern.
Okay,
This
so
way.
we'll distract the people, and you guys go do the thing.
You look like him?
Well, I wasn't aware that like he does his business at the tavern.
So if you were aware, would you have?
So I probably wouldn't have transformed yet, maybe. Where in this tavern is this office supposed to be?
You don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe go on a little bit of a recon first. Go, Huff. Go.
Okay.
Are you going to go around the outside and you can look around the outside of the building and looking through windows, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. I will cast Spider Climb on you then.
Yep.
So Spider Climb, have to touch you up. You gain the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You also gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. You're welcome.
Nice. How long's it last?
And
An hour.
and I also reach out and touch the poor boy who's getting touched by all the ladies. I pull out just a bit of wool fur and I sprinkle it over his head, and then I boop him on the nose and I give him his fox's cunning for advantage on intelligence checks for the next hour.
That's you.
Wow, this is really cool.
You should see it in action.
He's a super soldier.
I rub your nipples and I say, good luck. And
Love
then
it.
slap a little slap you on the butt.
Wait, did you cast something? Or...
I think it's a ritual of his people.
Okay, so what are you doing? Rico?
You're going.
I'm going to go climb some vertical surfaces.
Just remind me, are you still visible right now?
Who?
You.
Visible?
You're just... Oh, hang on. Because I got lost in a bit of that conversation. So you're a spider now? What's happened?
No. He's going to go outside the building. And he's going to go, around to a bit where no one can see him. And then he's going to start scaling to have a look in the windows to see if he can suss out where exactly the office might be.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I got spider climb.
All right.
So he can just do that and walk vertically off the surface.
Yeah.
So you head out the door. You start to climb around the whole the perimeter. Give me investigation checks. Give me an investigation check, please.
Investigation at advantage.
It's 9:30, guys. You need to go brush your teeth, please. Don't what me? Go do it.
Don't forget, folks, inspiration is up and available for anyone who is able to get that by doing cool shit in the form of cool cards. So 17, looking through the different windows and cracks in the walls and doors throughout the whole place on the perimeter. You said you're climbing around the outside of the place or the inside?
The outside. So
The outside.
go outside, just kind of be nonchalant, just waiting for it to be dead quiet, and then I'll just sort of climb, still like I'm actually climbing, but not fully feeling like I can take my hands off straight away. But then I start to be like, oh, I can walk. This is fun. So I'll sort of, is it 2-story kind of thing?
No, it's a single story place. It's only a small place.
Oh, okay, so I don't. Oh, well, I can go on the roof if I have to, but
Yeah.
I'll climb at walking height anyway, so that it's not wasted.
It's like a split level type thing. So it's not quite 2-story, but the back of it is raised up a little bit. So you probably would need to climb, be able to see through all the windows. Give me a stealth check too.
I'll do. Come on, make these a 24.
Nice. So climbing around every one of these windows as stealthily and quietly as you can, rubbing just the corner of the frost of the window off. Every window you look in, you just see the same central tavern room from different angles.
What?
There is one,
Nice.
the back area that is raised up a little bit. As you get around to that point there and have a look, it looks like more of a private dining area or more secluded. Yeah. private bar.
Is there a big? Is there a one table there, kind of thing? Or
There's a couple of tables, 2 tables next to each
Yeah.
other. You wouldn't say this is a place of business. There's 2 people in there right now having a quiet conversation.
Does one
Ooh,
of those people
can
look
I-
like a speaker?
can I see who they are?
Yeah, with your investigation check, you don't recognize either of those people.
Is there anything of note just to kind of put away in the old brain hole?
Nothing of interest. You're just looking at 2 people having a drink and having a chat.
2 randos.
2 randos.
Doesn't look very office.
Is there any bookshelves or anything in that room?
No, not in this room.
No, not much in the way of other furniture. or
No.
anything of interest.
You
Any trapdoors?
Any what? Sorry?
Any trapdoors to basement?
No, there is no trapdoors in this place. Ground has been too hard. You get the distinct impression this is a pretty small place and it's purely a place for drinking and socialization.
Go
Alright.
fly on the nearest buildings and see if it's
Oh, yeah.
I think most of it.
Well, the town it's pretty biggish.
Really, you need to go and brush your teeth.
I'll just return to the front door and I'll just come back in, I guess, and just tell them, what I saw. It's just this one building with a room in the back that's like a couple of people talking in it, and it's like a little dining room. It's quiet, and no bookshelves or desks or speakers or
Is this all of this?
Yeah, I just go in and start saying that kind of quietly.
I mean, is
What
it
if,
worth checking?
I was going to say, what if we position one of us as a businessman or something that is looking to have a conversation with the speaker about trade routes or something, and just ask the barkeep, where does the speaker typically do his business?
I can disguise myself as someone who isn't me and do that without interfering with what I've already done.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to need more information here.
Okay.
Maybe ask
I'll.
the offices.
Yeah. Okay. I will say a little prayer for me. Forever, wherever. No. I change myself and I I turn into a red-skinned tiefling with very elegant horns and beautiful headdress around in a very prim and proper suit with white long hair. And I walk in and I approach the bar. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking to have words with your speaker. Where does he do business?
Well, in all sorts of places. Sorry, your name is?
My Lorna.
My Lorna. Interesting. Yeah, no, he's not here right now. He'll come in for a meal and a chat and have a conversation.
Okay, well, how about you go get him and I'll meet him in where he does business in his office here.
His office? He doesn't have an office here.
Somewhere private.
He
Where
usually
he would conduct business of benefit to this town.
he has meetings in his house. He's probably there. You're not going to disturb him now. It's getting quite late, isn't it?
The thing do this.
Oh, it's very important that I speak with him. Perhaps you should send someone to fetch him here now,
What?
so I may speak with him. And I start speaking to other people, to the rest of the party in my mind, and I'm just like, guys, he doesn't have an office here. I'm gonna try and get him from his house so you guys can go investigate.
You're
Make-
making a scene.
Make an intimidation check, I think. Would you say the way you're approaching that is trying to be intimidating? Or
I'm gonna back
persuasive?
away from the door.
No, it's more very, very persuasive, trying to be like, hey, I would like to speak to this guy. It's very important to this town.
Make a very persuasive roll then.
A very persuasive roll. Please roll well, please roll well. Come on.
It's not weird.
Ah, dog shit. 10.
I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you are, and you're new here, and you can probably just wait and see him in the morning. Like, nothing's that urgent. Please, can I get you a drink?
Dan is back.
Glitchy.
Dan's
No,
back.
I'm here. I'm
There
here.
he is.
The face that this disguised self pulls is one that is most displeased. Fine, I'll have one drink, and if he's not here, I'll see him in the morning, I suppose.
Fantastic.
And I message everyone like, the plan failed. It failed.
You'll get served just a small drink of what you see on the bottle is Frostfin Reserve. This will warm you up. I'm sure you've had a cold day's travel.
It's okay, I run hot. Drink it.
I get it. I think
What do you think?
nothing.
You
Nothing.
racist?
Nope. So you're staying in the town?
Perhaps. And I kind of turn away as in like, I don't want to talk to this person anymore.
So do we know where the speaker is?
Nah.
We don't know where he lives.
Nah.
So no one would be able to tell us here.
They probably could if you persuaded them just right.
I mean, if I wanted to get the speaker, are you guys saying this out loud or in your brain holes? Or, I mean,
Well, I'm
I'm
Door, and I'm gonna start going outside.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess like I'm just with Jorgen and Tolden.
DM.
I walk past this arrogant piece of shit tiefling, and I quietly whisper, "Find out where," and then keep going.
You're whispering to Sly, yeah? As I say, find out where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I
Given that he's largely trying to ignore the bartender at this point, I'm hoping that this interaction goes relatively unnoticed. But find out where.
you're whispering to me. Okay.
No, but once it
I
pops,
turn back and I slide a gold piece onto the table.
Oh,
Barkeep.
more than enough to cover that drink.
the skeleton bird.
And I hold my finger on it
Uh-huh.
before he can take it. If one was to try to speak with the speaker before he was, like, well, if he was before or intercept him per se.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Fun, go. Oh, internet dropped out. No,
You're
there it
good.
is.
You're back.
Where would one go to speak to the speaker?
He reaches down and puts one finger on the gold piece as well, leans forward to you and says, "One would probably go to the speaker's house. You can't miss it. It's right behind the town market. It has a nice big heraldry in front of it. You'll see it. You're out of town. The heraldry more looks like a background of
Giant
blue
penis.
with a fish jumping out of the water from the base. You can't miss it."
I don't think we did.
Oh man, go on
Very
again.
well.
Oh, there he is.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I do not know what is going on.
Feed the
I'm here.
hamster, mate. Seriously.
More hamsters.
Yeah. It's the laptop needs more hamsters.
I didn't
Very
send
well.
you, if he
I-
asks.
I just stumbled upon it.
Of course.
And-
Naturally.
I flick down a second gold piece from. I do like the and another
Mm-hmm.
gold piece appears. Thank you for your time. And I get up and I walk out.
Excellent.
Need to go
He pours himself his own little shot of Frostfin, knocks that back, and watches you walk out with 2 gold in his pocket.
As we leave shortly after, can I make a perception check for like, are there any signs on the street heading like that way to Bremen, that way to Speaker's house, 500 meters?
Make a perception check.
That'll be funny.
Search for a visitor's center whether you are here on the map.
Yeah. Do they have a tourist center? A perception. That's a 9.
It's pretty
Very
dark,
dark.
man. It's hard to tell. I mean, you know that one direction there's no lights at all. You kind of guess. You hope that's the lake. And behind you there's lights and it's probably people living in those houses.
Yeah.
I'm a barbarian, I can barely read anyway.
However, given where you were staying and your path to get to the Blue Clam Tavern, you pretty well passed through the market square. So if that's where you're heading, we can get you there.
When we get there, my good friends, what is the plan? If the speaker is already there, no doubt he may have a guard or two. Do we want to lure him out? Or
Perhaps we should just do a bit of a sneak around first and then decide.
We could do the equivalent of pulling the fire alarms and get them to evacuate by actually setting the place on fire.
I mean, I know Beatrice would very much love that option. I'm still in the red skin tiefling form at the moment as well. But I mean, like, does anyone have any sleep spells or anything like that we can bombard them with? If they happen upon us, we can be like, "Boof, you're asleep," and then go about our business in a non-lethal manner.
Bring out the great axe. I can make them sleep.
No, in a
Hmm.
non-lethal.
It doesn't have to be lethal. It'd just be a slight boop. I'll try not to cave there. just a gentle boop.
Well, I guess we are just trying to determine if, where these gems are going and that kind of stuff.
We just want to make sure everything's on the up and up. We don't want to kill anybody if we don't have to.
As you're saying this, you end up you end up walking through the center of town, the market square, and sure enough, behind that spot is this heraldry in front of a house.
Neon sign out the front saying the speaker lives here.
Yeah,
Mm.
Is it like 2-story house?
1-story house. Everything's pretty
One.
simple in this place.
Is there like a way around the back? Like, can we spot any potential, security and stuff like that?
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna look around just for like if it's dark, sort of around the perimeter, and just sort of see the best kind of windows kind of peek in.
I don't see shit.
Make a perception check as well for me, Breakov.
Oh, natural 1. All it's good.
Pretty dark. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see too much. At the moment you look at the house, it looks like there's spaces between, like either side of it, before other houses are placed, and you don't see any guards before you.
All right.
Are there lights on?
I might have a look inside there and just from the windows and see what I can see.
Yeah, to your point, Jorgen, make me a perception check.
Because that went so well last time. It's an 11.
It doesn't take a lot to see some faint light flickering in the windows near the front door.
Right. I'm rolling a 27 stealth to just stick to the shadows and see what I can see through the windows. Same deal.
27, the shadows stick to you.
Very true.
Okay. Heading down the left-hand side of the house, you peer through a number of different windows. The first two reveal a fairly comfortable-looking, like, sitting room, entry room, with some nice comfortable-looking chairs, and you can see the soft glow of a dying fire in the fireplace there. Moving along further to the next set of windows. This one's lit a bit more, and you see through these windows the slumped over figure of a human, or sorry, a humanoid, slumped over a desk with scattered with papers and things in front of them. Moving along further, do you want to keep moving further, or do you stop there?
No, I'll just keep going around.
Okay. Next windows you look in, you see like a twin bedroom that looks like it hasn't been touched for a real long time, and it's hard to see in there because it's very dark. Round further again, and around the corner you can spy a fairly comfortable bedroom with a chest in the corner. Around to the next room, next set of windows, you see a small two-person dining table, and finally the next set of windows you see entry into a kitchen. And then you're back now on the right-hand side of the house.
Okay. Well, I'll rejoin the group. And I'll just say, well, I think the speaker is in his little home office doing bits and pieces, but it might pay to wait around a bit until a bit later when he goes to sleep and have a little look.
You're on mute, Dan.
I'm sorry, did you say that there was a body slumped over something?
Oh, it was just this speaker, like, over his desk doing some work.
But not dead.
No, but that work will kill you eventually.
Tolbin, can you go small creatures? I know you've mostly done big dogs, giant spiders.
I was a rat recently when I ran down the road.
Yes, can you rat it up and maybe get inside?
And like control some sort of cooking action with like pulling hair and stuff.
Potentially,
Yeah,
I mean,
I could
that
get
would be
inside
pretty.
first.
That sounds like it could be a very award-winning movie.
It could be. Yeah, look, I can get us inside. Give me a second.
I mean, maybe something not as noticeable as a rat, though.
Well, the problem
about-
not getting inside is more like that they are awake and it is only like 9 p.m. or whatever it is.
Well, I mean, if we can like jimmy one of the locks or something, can open it a fraction of the way, and or like one of the windows, and it's blamed on the wind. But then Tolbin something small, not very noticeable. Like I don't know, can you do like a fly or like a bug or some sort?
I mean, I can. Do you want me to go inside and then turn back and open a door? Is that the plan, or?
Well, I mean, if you're a bug that
A
can get
window?
underneath like a crevice or something, or like a window or something, without us having to open it, something small, but being able to, you know, scope out the area without
How
being
How long
too
does
large
that
to be
last?
noticeable. I mean,
Like a fly on the wall, you think? Is that what you're thinking?
exactly.
Yeah, I could do that. And you know, I'm pretty good at scoping things, so why don't I just give me 1 second, and I just kind of limber up a little bit, and then just as you're kind of seeing me limber up, I just jump up into the air and I just shrink down to the size of a fly.
Love it. Oh my god, all those carrots! I pick up all the carrots that he dropped.
Yes, I will become a fly and crawl down underneath the door and walk in the gap, and then use my insanely high passive perception to fly around and scope the place out.
Okay,
Okay.
here is what you see.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, the Ocean's 11 theme starts playing.
How do I just get you on here like this? I think.
The Bellagio.
So this is unfortunately we've already succeeded in this mission, but we didn't put that together in a pre-recorded video before doing this one. So now we're getting the build up to the actual heist.
Can you see that now, Dave?
I can see me in a room with red couches. Is that
That's
correct?
the one. That's the room you see. A nice room. Like I said, it's like the fire out the fireplace is slowly dying. A couple of red couches. And I have a book sitting on one of the couches, like it's been read earlier.
Can I see the name of the book?
You can certainly try. The name of the book.
The laundered gems.
Is the
100
maiden
great
habit of
speeches
the
from
tiefling.
history.
All right, shush and let the DM give me a dodgy name.
It's called Iron and Steel.
Is that Steal?
Yes, no. Steel. Iron and Steel.
It's actually a love story between two warforged made from separate materials, and how they eventually overcame their family's differences and formed love.
Iron is actually spelled small I, big R. He's the Iron.
No idea for a book series. Just give me a second.
I scoot around the room, taking it all in. Does anything look like out of place?
No? With your passive
Nothing looks
perception,
right.
looking around, nothing looks like it's been rummaged through. Is that what you mean? Like it's been...
Yeah, nothing's
Tossed.
like been rummaged or anything.
No?
This cup on the... I'm a fly. I have to like land on this cup on the table and walk around the edge for a minute.
Yeah,
not-
it's a bit sticky. It's a bit sticky with some red wine in there. From earlier.
Oh no! Kind
I
of
spew some germs onto that.
like
There seems to be a couple more doors here.
Yes, there are. 2 more doors.
I'm going to... This room looks legit. High passive perception is not picking anything up. Nothing that's got a place. I'm going to go under the door frame and into this door. All right.
Need a rogue.
I'm not coming back for a long time. I found the kitchen.
Yeah, you see a nice larder. You see the table with some things set out before dinner was just been recently made earlier. Yeah.
I definitely spilled some disgusting germs all over the food. Hope they get the plague. I'm just doing a quick sweep. There's no like bookcases where there's scratches on the floor where, you know, the bookcase opens or anything like that. No pantry door that looks like it's got some sort of fake back in it or anything.
Nothing jumps out at you as being suspicious in that regard. No,
Okay, cool. Is this a fireplace over here on the right?
it is.
Okay, and I assume there's no like arms, like nothing dicey. There's no like human arms hanging up around the place or anything like that.
No, nothing like that at all.
All right. Cool.
You're gonna have to Baldur's Gate this thing and go through every single fucking barrel.
Is there just like a big sign saying what I'm looking for here?
Yeah, I'll land on these cups and plates. Now there's multiple cups and plates out here, is there?
One's just for decoration. Only one of them's been used.
Okay.
Actually, that's not true. That's not true. They've both been used.
Okay, I land on both of them and spew some toxins on them.
Standard.
Anyone who eats from any of the food or like surfaces in this house clearly has to roll some sort of Constitution save. Again, nothing out of place in this room.
It's a pretty bare room. This guy lives on basics.
Am I like, considering he's a speaker? And he's got access to a mine full of gems? Is the fact that he's got like nothing in his house seem dicey?
The fact that he's a speaker and nothing in his house seems
he's a political leader, and he's got a mine gem, like a gem mine in his town, and he's got nothing in his house. It doesn't add up.
Okay.
Oh, the hallway.
You found a hallway. Before you, a couple of doors are open, and two at the end look closed. Reaching... Oh, hang on. As you buzz past that first open doorway, you see a body slumped over on the desk. You recognize it to be Speaker Messenger.
All right. I go to the wall to avoid suspicion, and then I creep along the wall get around to the edge here. Are they sleeping, snoring, signs of life? With the papers rustling in front of them? When they
Make a perception check.
Perception, you say? Just a perception check. Perception, there it is. Advantage, because I'm so close?
Yeah, I'll give it to you, since you can basically land on him.
That is an 18.
Nice. Yeah, you landed on him. He's breathing comfortably. The odd snore. As you kind of start to crawl around near his ear, he starts to swat you away a little bit.
Right. Can I fly up and take a gander at any of the papers that he's got sprawled on the desk there?
Yes, you can. I'll keep that same perception check.
Yeah.
You see a number of letters from different speakers on there.
Oh.
You see...
There's one from Iron.
Shit, I thought I had this written down. You see, please hold. Actually, at that point, should we take a 10-minute break?
Please. I all I have now is the plot of Iron and Steel going through my head. All three books are trying to formulate in my brain.
All right, let's take 10 minutes. We'll pick it up at 10 past 10.
Done.
The fun!
Mean something!